What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Christy. I am super excited because along with the holidays approaching, so are the new releases, and I have one for you guys today, and that is the new Huda Beauty Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. I saw it on Instagram and knew that I had to have it. Literally ordered it as soon as it dropped because of how absolutely stunning it is. So I'll just tell you a few quick things about the palette, then I'll get into some swatches for you guys, and then I will do a quick tutorial where you can see how I did the eye look that you are seeing right now. I also purchased the lip gloss as well that I will talk about towards the end of the video, so stick around for that, and then I will, as always, give you guys my final thoughts. So stick around and let's just get into the video. This palette retails for $67, so it is a little bit pricey, but I do feel like it is worth it in this case. Included in the palette are mattes, metallics, marble creams, and a pearly gloss hybrid shade. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I first opened this palette, I didn't even want to use it because I thought it looked so stunning. I didn't want to mess up any of the marble shades, and then the one, it looks like crushed stones, and it's just so cool, but then we wouldn't have a video. Very, very cool looking palette. I love how it really sticks to the rose quartz theme, and this is what the inside of the palette as well as the outer packaging look like. All right, so without further ado, on to the swatches. So now getting into the demo with my Morphe M433 brush. I'm starting with the shade Gratitude, and I am just using that as a base all over my lid. Then, after I'm done with that, with the same brush, I am taking the shade Aura and applying that to my crease. Next, I'm taking the shade Energized, and I found the best way to do this was with my finger, and I'm applying it to my lid, focusing mainly on the inner corner and then kind of dragging it outwards, bringing it out from there. Next, still with the same brush from the beginning, I'm taking the shade Aura and adding that to the outer corner just to kind of create that shift from light to dark. Then I am taking the shade Abundance and I'm just layering that right over top. Now switching brushes to the Morphe M213, I'm taking the shade Quartz and applying it right along my lower lash line, starting at the inner corner and mainly focusing it there. And then I am doing the same thing with the shade Abundance, but I'm mainly focusing more on the outer portion of my lower lash line. Then with my Morphe M441 brush, I'm blending everything out and just using it to soften up the outer portion a little bit. Next, I'm applying the shade Quartz to my brow bone just as a highlight with this same brush. And then finally, I'm lightly adding Aura to the crease one more time just to create a little bit more definition between the shades. And here's the final look. So my final thoughts on this palette. I've only used it for a day now, but I just think that it's so gorgeous. I love the shades that were chosen. Honestly, I had such a hard time actually deciding which ones to use in this first look. So that's promising. I do feel like there is quite a bit of room to do multiple looks with it. You can do a little bit more of a mauve or a brighter pink or purple or gold. I did experience just a little bit of kickback and fallout as I was applying it, but as it was mentioned on the website, it was pretty minimal. I really only experienced it with one of the darker shades for the most part. I also didn't tap off my brush before I used it, so I feel like if you did that, you'd probably be okay, or at least better off than if you were to not do that. With the shades that I used, I also didn't think that they got super muddy. I felt like everything kind of looked very defined and the colors all kind of stood out on their own, which I think is good. I'm still a little bit confused with the Lovestone shade. It's definitely more of a gel consistency, so I guess I'm just gonna have to play around with it a little bit more and figure out how it works best. But as far as aesthetic purposes go, I think that it is really cool to look at just because it looks like there's actual stones in there. As far as the mattes go, I feel like they were all for the most part pretty pigmented. I have to play around with them a little bit more. I feel like when I swatched them, some came out a little bit cleaner than others, just in terms of kind of getting like a clean swatch. Some of them I had to go over it just a couple of times just to kind of even it out and blend it out. But overall, I think that I'm going to have a ton of fun using this palette. Definitely one of my favorites that has come out in a while now. I feel like I've been getting into this routine of just doing a little bit more of a natural look, and I feel like this is really just sparking my creativity again. And then of course, last but not least, I did mention that I was going to talk about the lip balm. It is specifically called the Silk Balm Rose Quartz Illuminating Lip Balm. It is $21, so again, on the pricier side, I would say for a lip balm. I do have it on right now, and I'll show you what the packaging looks like. So I think that the outer packaging is actually really pretty. It kind of has this like ombre effect going on, which I think is nice, and it definitely ties together your whole makeup look when you're also using the eyeshadow palette. So definitely goes with the rose quartz theme. For the most part, I would say it's a pretty solid lip gloss. Kind of falls in the middle in terms of stickiness, I would say. There's a little bit of glitter in it as well, but it's pretty fine glitter. The only other thing that I would say about this is that it does have quite a strong scent. I'm not a huge fan of it, and I can't put my finger on what it actually smells like to me, but I just feel like I can kind of taste it when I'm wearing it. It's just a little off-putting, at least to me personally. And my camera battery just died for the second time today. Good thing I keep a spare. But other than that, I mean, I definitely think that I'm still gonna use it. I think that it definitely ties the whole look together. The shade is really, really pretty, and I like the touch of glitter in it as well. Overall, I'm really, really happy with how my makeup turned out today. If you couldn't tell, I've been super excited through this whole video, so I'm excited to play with this palette more. I will link these products in the description box below so that you can find them easily. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the family. I love when you guys comment as well. It's fun getting to chat with you. So yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful week as always, and I will see you in another video soon.